Next up on our Detroit pizza journey, Amar Pizza. This place has been making waves for its bold flavors, and there is one pizza we had to try, the Naga Pizza. Well, what makes them so special? Stick around to find out. Amar isn't your typical Detroit-style pizzeria. They are known for bringing heat, literally. Their famous Naga sauce, made with one of the world's spiciest pepper, has earned them a cult following. But does this spice overpower, or is it real flavor behind the fire? One bite and we had questions. The heat hits fast, but does the rest of the pizza hold up? We are breaking it all down, so stay tuned and don't go anywhere. This is just a stop number 2 on our Detroit adventures. A lot more Detroit style pizzas on our way. Like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next one. Hello and welcome to another episode of Atash Pizza Review. We are here in Detroit still, the second Detroit style pizza, which is Amar Pizza. I've heard so much about this pizza, seems to be very special. And check out the pie itself. We had the pleasure of being served very especially this time. She substituted the chicken for ground beef since we don't do chicken. So let's go in before it loses its heat. It's snowing, so much dedication and big points for Cheeseful. It's a Detroit style pie, baked to perfection, and I'm going in. Wow. It definitely have that Bangladeshi or Indian spicy taste to it. But in terms of the dough, it's perfect. And the toppings, oh my god, this is so spicy. I'm burning. Whew. It's a good pizza overall, definitely above average. A lot to talk about in terms of this pizza. We are on the border of Hamtramck and Detroit, and from here down there would be Detroit. So let's take this to the truck and taste this with Tanya, and let's see what she has to say about it before I freeze any further. Let's go.
Hello.
Welcome back, everyone. Detroit style pizzas. We are on a roll, and this pizza place been recommended in many places, online, magazines, all over. It's Amar Pizza. Basically, it says Amar means my, so my pizza, your pizza type of thing. It had this slogan. Check out the pie itself. It's a Detroit style pizza. They have Chicago style as well, and they have round normal pizzas as well. But they're known for this one, and they had the kindness of substituting chicken for ground beef, and the ground beef does not that smelly bad odor ground beef to me, at least. So please, my dear, dig in, grab a slice, and I love the corner slices. Seems to be baked to perfection, just to show you how excellent the crust is. I'm very satisfied with it. Cheers. Definitely hot. By hot, I mean, well, temperature wise,
Spicy.
spicy. For
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you.
So there's cilantro, ground beef, red onion, tomato sauce. That's the base, and then the cheese is like to me, very normal mozzarella.
Yeah. It's nothing compared to the cheese.
Buddies?
Nothing compared to Buddies we just had. That was a very deep taste of, and cheese. The cheese game was something else. I love the cheese game. Like the taste of the herbs and cilantro, I would say. Takes me back to Middle Eastern food, mostly like Indian food.
I think the sauce
The
too.
sauce is
The
soft
spices
too.
on the sauce.
Yeah.
It's spicy. I'm already getting a runny nose.
We didn't even order their spicy pizza. They are the home of ghost. What do they call it? Ghost sauce, ghost
pepper.
Ghost pepper. Yeah. But it's still very very spicy to what normally we have in the we get. And the dough itself, it's a bit heavier than what we tried at Buddies. Is like more body, I would say, to the
Absolutely.
to the dough. It's not as airy.
I totally agree with that. I'm burning. I really wanted to eat a little bit more of that to see if my judgment was wrong, and
No.
I had a piece that was spicy, but I think it's the sauce. It's super hot.
I think they do add a bit of their spicy sauce to everything.
Extremely hot. So with the experience, I mean, considering, guys, most of the episode we shoot in Toronto is based on how we live our lives on a daily basis, and we taste pizzas as we go. But now that we are coming to Detroit and making all these Detroit style pizzas, or we're definitely gonna shoot some that are not Detroit style, but they're pizza places from Detroit. So we are just a bit biased about picking the pizzerias. We are going by the list, recommended, what's good. So most of the shows you're gonna start seeing from now on from Detroit as of now, I think they will be good pizzas because they're recommended. Doesn't mean they're all gonna score perfect, but they tend to be good. So this is also, again, it was a good pizza, but there are some flaws to it, some room for improvement. But the uniqueness of this pizza and all the culture and the love that goes along with this pizza, adding a lot of body to our experience. That's why I'm glad that we did the Amar's Pizza.
Absolutely, it's bringing a different taste, like totally different taste to the city itself. But we can start by digging in what's good about this pizza, what you like, what you don't like about it. So you want to start with the crust, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. The crust is decent. I think it's excellent compared to most of the Detroit style pizzas that we had so far. It's awesome. It's not the best of them, but it's still ranking high. And there is, I think there's not much of a flaw to it. It's crispy and crunchy and light. I mean, definitely, as you just said, it's heavier than Buddy's. It's not better than Buddy's. It's not equal to Buddy's.
It's different.
But it's different
heavy.
and it's very good.
And the way that the cheese has incorporated to the corners, how do you like that?
Yeah, I mean, they could have done a much better job. This is just a failed pizza, Detroit style pizza attempt. But because it was the closest to Buddy's and also close to where we stay, and I'm just so extremely excited about tasting pizzas. That's why we didn't even stop. Right after shooting the previous one, we went to the next pizzeria. We wanted to taste at least 3-4 right off the bat, just to get a better taste and better understanding of how these things work. And I'm very, very happy that we read all that writings on the wall and explanation of how this pizza came about and why the history and the culture that goes along with being from Detroit plays a major role in coming up with this type of pizza ideas. I'm very happy with that. And guys, keep in mind, this is a small size, so
smallest size.
Imagine this is what they call a small size.
How much do you pay for it?
$18 flat. That's tax included. So this reminds me of the Super Size Me movie, where as soon as you order a McDonald's burger, they ask if you want to supersize the drink or supersize everything else. So this is a small size, guys, for $18. I mean, I think Buddy Pizza done a greater job with $16 that we paid, and it was more authentic. This is authentic to Eastern people. I think if you're from India, Pakistan, even Iranian people, people from Afghanistan, they would definitely love this type of taste. It's something that's unique to our culture, with a lot of different stews that taste like this. So I personally like this. But it's not my type of go-to pizzas. When I'm ordering pizza, I don't go for Indian style or Bangladeshi style pizzas. It's just my personal preference.
How about Bangladeshi Detroit style?
Bangladeshi Detroit style with ghost pepper on it. Guys, honestly, I can't feel my lips anymore. It's yes, and I'm trying to keep on with the show, not to stop there. So that's good. The sauce, I mean, again, it's a good sauce. It's just not my personal preference.
It's so spicy that I cannot taste anything else.
Exactly. And in terms of the toppings, it's one of the unique ground beefs that we've had on the show that actually have carrying a lot of taste. So I'm very happy with that one. I'm sure instead of, chunking the ground beef and making it small as you're frying it, they make these tiny bits and they actually add a lot of spice and flavor. So I'm very happy with that one. It's very obvious the amount of love. And looking at that brick wall at the cash, that was something to see in Detroit. Like a bulletproof cash register where the lady wants to charge you $18 over a thick glass this big. And maybe we can include that little bit of video I took of you when she passed you the pizza. That was kind of unique too. It's like as if you're exchanging dollars for gold, you know. She passed the pizza in the box.
I think pizza is gold in Detroit.
Let's go to rating. What do you think?
Yeah. So things I like about this, about the customer service, everything was fast. It's clean, and with all the newspaper pieces all around, and the photos and awards gives you a lot about the history of this pizzeria. In terms of a creativity, I would say it's nice to taste something different. I would assume a lot of Detroit style just go as like pepperoni as their main meat, but here they had chicken, they incorporated beef. So we should give them the creativity point. They play with the flavors, the spices, and cilantro. I don't think anyone would put the cilantro on their Detroit pizza. For the sauce, I wasn't a big fan of the sauce. As I said, the spiciness just overpowered the whole thing, and I thought with Detroit style pizza you would put the sauce on the topping, right? I don't see that. It just reminds me of
normal pizza that looks like Detroit style,
yeah. So no, I wouldn't say I wouldn't go for give them the points for the sauce itself. The toppings, I mean, it's average topping. There's no good quality. Especially, I was again disappointed with the cheese itself, because I thought the cheese should play the major role in this pizza, going around giving that crunchy crispiness. And the dough, it's good. It's cooked, right? It's cooked. I don't feel any gooiness to the dough. Did you?
Yeah, no, I'm happy with the dough. I would give them full point. How about the price for value? Do you think this pizza worth $18?
Compared to what we get for $18 or $25 in Canada, this is very expensive, but I think it's pricey for the toppings and what we're getting.
How about presentation and cleanliness?
Yeah, they will get points for that.
They will get points. All right. No, I'm happy with all of her statements 100%. The only thing that I would give them points, and she's not going to, so we can maybe split that, would be the sauce. Even though it's not my personal favorite, but I'm quite sure that if my chef friends or if my foodie buddies try this, they would definitely love it so much. This is one of those pizzas that my buddy Mehran would truly enjoy, especially if this was to come with chicken. I can only assume that chicken would elevate the overall taste of this pizza, especially chicken is much more bland compared to beef. Absolutely. So it doesn't have that much flavor. It'll capture all of that juiciness and the spices of the sauce, and it will be a really good pizza if it was with chicken. So I would definitely give them at least a half point for sauce. Okay. The dough perfect, the toppings not so much, maybe a half point there, and everything else they did gain point except the price for value. So what do you think would be your number?
I want to go at 3.5 for this pizza, and as I mentioned, my biggest disappointment is that the cheese hasn't gone to the corners the way I want it in the bus. It's so disappointing me so much. Yeah. So my best score for this pizza would be 3.5.
3.5. I think 3.5 is very generous, and I mean, adding up the numbers, taking out the emotions off of the pizza, which is still burning inside of my mouth, the top of my mouth. Oh my god, this is so hot. I think 3.5 is all right, just to be fair to them, considering all the things that happen inside and the history and the feeling that pizza is giving us. I think 3.5 is more than fair. I would initially go with 3, but 3.5 is alright.
I thought you were gonna push for more.
No, after having buddies coming in here and try this, the taste of the cheese at Buddies is just incomparable. This seems like the cheese is from Walmart or something.
Secretly, I want to go get the box and have another slice of Buddies or get another
It's in the back. All right, guys, that's our show. 3.5 star for Amar Pizza, meaning my pizza. This is right on the border of Hamtramck or Hamtramck and Detroit. And I'm quite sure if you look it up, Amar Pizza, you can find the address. I don't need to necessarily put out where this is located because there's only one location. It's definitely worth the visit if you're in Detroit. This is very similar in terms of creativity of the taste to our descendant beloved pizza from Toronto. Unfortunately, we haven't made a show of that. So as
Definitely
soon as
after
it will be
trip.
probably the first pizza I'm gonna shoot in Toronto as soon as I'm back. But 3.5 it is for Amar Pizza. Thank you so much, Amar Pizza, for being so kind to us and offering to do the substitution for chicken. And thank you so much, guys, for checking us out daily and following up with the show. We are going to be in Detroit for the next probably week
Yeah.
and more. so stick around and check out the show daily and tell us how we can improve the show. And since these are being posted daily and we are still here, if you have any recommendation or any special place you want us to visit, don't hesitate to ask and consider it.